But let me give Bafana an opportunity as well to add his piece. If you do not feel as though this democracy has economically included you, what do you and what are you going to do about it?
Good evening, Faith. Good evening to your listeners and good evening to the audience. The solution is very simple and it is found in the manifesto of the ATM. We are saying as the ATM, reindustrialize the economy. It cannot be, Faith, that in South Africa we are importing toothpicks when we have so much youth unemployment. It cannot be that the land is still in the hands of the minorities and not in the hands of the majorities, natives in the land. It cannot be that we do not have means of production. We don't own the farms. And when we want the farms, we are told that we need skills. And yet every day it's us who are working the land. And we cannot be that the miners that are mining in the mines are not owning the means of that production. And it cannot be, Faith, that we are allowing foreigners to come and settle and occupy spaces in our economy. For example, we have construction mafias. We have Pakistanis that are killing people for opening tuck shops. Construction mafias, they want incentives when you build in the localities. So as the ATM and as the youth of the ATM, we are saying we want fundamental participation in the economy and not just be job seekers, but also be job creators. It cannot be that the current government is giving big corporates 80% of their budget. They are not investing in SMMEs. They are not investing in cultivating the young people into owning means of production. And we are saying as the ATM, that is what needs to be done. We need to invest in our youth, and we do not need to invest in the youth by lip sync or by lip service, but we need to actively invest in the youth, because you go to Ekasi, the reality is that we do not have programs that cultivate the youth. We are seated entrenched in drugs. We are seated entrenched in crime, because today you wake up, you go to school, you graduate. Tomorrow, a person that did not even go to school grabs a heist and then they've made it in life. The culture that the current government has created is that we need to be groove culture. Currently, they are running their campaign on that TikTok challenge where they are exposing their elite. And that is not the reality of South Africans. As the youth, we do not have representation, and that's what we are calling for. Representation, Faith, is very much important. If you cannot identify with what is in the politics, then it becomes difficult. That's what creates political apathy, because a young person cannot identify with the political space, and as a result, they don't see the need to vote.
I hear you, Bafana. And you know what the truth is? When we come back from the break, we're going to go into issues around social issues, anxiety, depression, because I won't lie, there are too many statistics that are pointing that many of you, and I'm going to say you because you are young in this room, many